Everyone, our group's gonna talk about chemistry. My name is Hyunyoung and this is Eunji Kim. Today, we are gonna discuss about drugs, sports, and the doping test. Let's get started. Do you know who it is? Yes, he's Park Tae-won. He's got a gold in the Beijing Olympic at swimming competition. Then, do you notice that he's failed at the drug test? Therefore, his activity is gonna stop for 18 months. He injected the forbidden drug called Navido. It includes the banned components named testosterone. Then, what kind of forbidden components and drugs? There are lots of drugs that cannot be allowed at the competitions because it contains banned substance. For instance, testosterone, as I said, growth hormone, amphetamine, as known as hirofon, that is real narcotic. And really interesting thing is, injecting your blood is also forbidden substance, because it contains free red blood cell. It makes more ability. From this presentation, we are gonna introduce deeper with testosterone. Testosterone have a lot of positive effects at our body. First, muscles and bones masses increase, so they become more powerful. Second, instant charging is more faster. Their body gets more agility. Finally, the metabolism is larger. It means you can be more active. On the other hand, also there are many negative effects. It makes you feel depressed. Moreover, immunity is decreased. Therefore, you can easily get the disease. The next two things is very important for men. Alopecia, as known as became a bald hair, is common symptom for testosterone user. And your important part cannot be worked, so you can meet this doctor. But why? Why injecting the drug is bad? It makes player more stronger and smarter. And the negative effects is only related to the players. So they can insist that it is their responsibility. But in my opinion, it's related to the sportsmanship. Without sportsmanship, sport is just the kicking, punching, running, and etc. They are no more fair competition than they're just physical activity. Therefore, using the drug is illegal for sportsmanship. Now, we know the doping that injecting the drug is bad. Then we have to find who had taken the drugs. This test is called the doping test. Before explaining more details about the doping test, I'm gonna talk about an interesting fact with doping test. At the very first doping test, the bad players cheat with their bad hands. They exchange secretly between their urine and another urine that doesn't have the drugs. So they change the test like this picture. The inspector is watching exactly when the player products their urine. It is very embarrassing and shameful, but it's better than cannot find the doping user. It deserved it.
So from now on, I will talk about the doping test, which is second part of our presentation. A drug test is a technical analysis of a biological specimen, for example, urine, hair, blood, breathed air, sweat, or oral fluid. We did this test to determine the presence or absence of specified parent drugs or their metabolites from metabolites like that. So, I have a question. Why people start doping test? It is because of the Roma Olympic Games. Before the Olympic game, one player drank the drug that contained testosterone, and he participated in cycle competition very well. However, that player died during competition, and the cause of his death was the drug. Because of side effect of testosterone, he died, and from that experience, people noticed that drug is not only unfair but also very dangerous for people. So people started doping tests. From now on, let's talk about how to analyze drugs. Usually people use chromatography. The common substances are urine and blood. So let's go back to Taewon Park's issue. The drug named Nebido that Taewon ate contains testosterone. The structure of testosterone is like this picture, and I will tell you how to analyze testosterone. In the world, there are other kinds of chromatography devices, but usually people use GCMS, which is gas chromatograph, mass chromatograph. When we make our common substance into gas phase and put it in this device, GCMS analyzes the drug. The result shows the presence or absence of the drug in our substance. To summarize, Taewon Park ate Nebido that is banned, and we talked about pros and cons of testosterone. After that, we introduced doping test and how to analyze testosterone using chromatography. However, doping test isn't perfect yet. There are too many players to analyze all of their blood, and also doping test is too slow. So we need fast, simple, and exact doping test. In addition, it is a big problem that people eat drugs before their competition, and it is not good to their body, and also unfair to the sports. Players have to think about sportsmanship, and doctors and people who analyze drugs have to study hard about the drugs to not make this kind of mistakes again. Thank you for listening our presentation.